that's working. What are we all doing today? I'm in. All right. Everybody wanted a chill stream. Awesome. Hello, Eternal. How are you doing tonight? Today. So, I have a bit of an idea for this stream because we got a bit of a thing going. So I've been putting up some of my book designs for 3D printing. And I figured why not just kind of continue on with that and start making some more stuff for an alchemy lab. So, as part of 99 Potions is a VTuber group that are almost entirely on Bilibili, so none of them are in with me. It's lonely sometimes. I thought I'd maybe make some ones. Slow day, nice to have a very chill stream. Glad to hear it. Let's start messing around with this cube. I think the next thing we want to do is an open book. I think what I'll do, start just sizing it up. Let's, why is that? Ooh. Oh, collected everything. Right. X. Make it smaller on the Z axis. And that gives us a nice little look. Gives us something to start with. If we move it slightly to the side, with some nice mirror properties, we can start giving access. Why is that not showing up? So when does the Subway Surfers start? I'm sorry, I don't actually get that one. It's not mirroring itself, it should mirror. Because it's like already in center of itself. There we go, okay. There we go, got what we needed. So we want to turn on clipping and then just merge it into the center. There we go. And now we just have to start making a book that is open. So we'll work on the outside. I'm trying to figure out, because I figure like chill creation streams like this will do better with music and whatnot in the background, but I don't really know that enough to be confident to like what I can stream, what artists would be happy for me to stream. Don't want to annoy anybody by doing that without permission, you know. Shrink that in a little bit. Boy, that did not work. Yeah. Okay. maybe if we just put that way, that collect. Okay, cool. And then we just extract that out a little bit. Oh, that might look right. Pull that out that way. It's mirrored. It should be fine. Now we're just gonna use these like little cuts, make it look like there's paper. There we go. And we're just gonna simply go along into some of these. Push them in. Main issue is you don't actually have the third section in the middle of the spine. Yeah, that'll come in a second. A good point. That. Then we can go down to this mode. That. We need it. If you're in there, we kind of need a second cut. So that when we move it a little bit down on the Z-axis, little bump, we gotta. This is a really wonky looking book, but trust me, it will look better in a bit. So now we need to make a bit of a curve to indent it. Source, trust me, bro. Trust me, you don't even know. You don't even know, bro. This is a bit of a problem. So, don't want to join it. Give me a quick second. I need to remember the command for dissolve lines render. Yeah. No, that's not what I want to do. Both edges. There we go. Let's clean that up a little on the. Ah, oh, no. Gotta put all of that in. Okay. This is just gonna have to be one of these. Yeah, I should have worked on that spine a little earlier. That way I didn't end up with. Turn that mirror off for a second. Yeah. That's the one. Is there... Bad idea. Yeah, this Trust Me Bro source has not turned out so well. Source, you shouldn't have. Hmm. That's annoying. Alright. Gonna click the undo until we can't do it anymore. I think what we'll do... Start again. Right. New cube. Nobody saw that. It's okay. Pull it back out again. As a 2D cross session, maybe. Going with a good old... Grabbing a second view. I think what the real issue was I didn't start the rounding first. Come on. Yeah. Come down here, we can do this, which is what I was trying to do. Establish curve. Which I needed to do before putting all the zigzagging interlocking crosses in. And we'll want to do... Books generally have a bit of a curve right at the end. Well, we'll grab a couple lines. This one down a little. Just a little. Down as a tween. Oop. And we want one big one at the end for the spine. Go down to into like section thing. And if we put a little cut just there, go down to here, pull like the entirety of the cover, like a hardback. No, I can't read. その最初の漢字が読めないから、そしてその丸は全くちょっと通訳して。丸い。うん、そうそうそう。丸いよね。練習しないといけないよね。あこれの日本語は超下手くさになったね。あ yeah, it gives us our spine. Thank you for the likes. And now we've got kind of our half of it. So if we go ahead, add the mirror modifier. Move everything to the sides. The mirror actually does its thing. Turn on clipping, so we merge it together. Middle. There we go. Got a really like simplistic looking book. Obviously, we need to make the pages look better. No, Satsuka. Sure, Satsuka. どうかな? And we're in the right one. Cool. Grab all of these, and we'll just kind of alternatingly shrink some of them down a little. Might also need to taper the outside. Outside being like this is alright. The thing is, we're designing this for miniatures, which means you kind of need to exaggerate certain details and ignore others. But yeah, I get what you mean. Lower pages aren't as bent, so gotta drag these up a little. Yep. And that gives us a very basic looking book. Rotate it around, we got like a book. Boy, I love making PS2 level, PlayStation 1 level stuff. Probably want the ones closer to the enter, closer to the spine to be a bit further. Less rooting, I guess. One of the hardest things for me for learning third person 3D software is just understanding how to navigate in the environment of the software. So, the navigation's just Onni nani? I need to keep this translator on hand, don't I? What's 本に中に何がいるの？そうですね。今、何にもない。でも、私たちは新しいのバージョンを作ります。と、何々を入れましょう。So, what we'll do is we'll make some fun runic mocks. So, what we can do is we can bring in like a plane, this, and we can come in and just sort of like scribble down any sort of thing that we think might look kind of like a rune. So if we go here and we go like, make something that looks kind of cool. Yeah, Minecraft gibberish, let's go. And into that, and we've got this little line there. Make another little thing. Not quite happy with that one. Feel free to add any ideas as to what we could do in this Minecraft gibberish. I think we want to make some sort of horrifying lightning bolt. That seems like fun. And forget how bad I am at 2D until I start having to actually like dot stuff. Blech. It's okay. It'll look cool on a mini scale, right? Then we add like a little triangle there. Point is to just keep adding to the gibberish. And then so this is how we can do this sort of stuff. So if we want, what we can do is have out of there, come over to this new book. We'll rename this Ruined Ruined. Depending on how you view it. Dovazo mo kakuru. Yeah. Dovazo. Here. The K. And that adding in. Like that. And then we can do little insert these faces a little. Drop them down. Sorry, extrude these faces and drop them down. Or push them up if we want it to be. We need to make sure we're actually clicking the right thing. Is that not? I guess we can make upper ones. Oh, because I had X as well mirrored. That's why it wasn't working. Okay, yeah, so you can see we've got this little inset cut. So let's try our best to write Dovahkiin. And if we decide we don't want the mirrored version, so one way we can get around that, just undo all of this, go to this mirror, and we apply, we tab out, we apply this mirror now. Cool. Ever played Chants of Sennaar? No, I've never played Chants of Sennaar. I assume that's about gifts. Now we can do stuff on this side and not necessarily affect the other side. We'll make sort of Dovahkiin looking ruin. Go to here. Let that all to extrude, and we extract it back down. Yeah, there we go. And now it's not mirrored. There we go, we got some weird symbols. Puzzle game, we have to deduce how to speak multiple languages from scratch. Ooh, sounds fun. Do you recommend it? Sadly, you've seen too much play. Yeah, going in blind is a must for some games. Sadly. I think we can make the text a little smaller for like that's some sort of heading of a paragraph. And then I'm having a lot of fun doing this. This is chilling and writing some weird. Reminds me of being in school and making up weird, like, fantasy languages. Could also do the squiggly lines. Yeah. Just wondering how to do, like, tiny squiggly lines. Because those are, like, you know, always shorthand for, like, cursive or something. Like, yes. That might be a way to do the, like, little weird squiggly lines. Okay, but tell me, that doesn't look like something you'd see in, like, Oblivion or something, like a runic book, right? The reason I study Chinese is. Yeah, yeah, like kanji is like so interesting and different if you're just used to like alphabet based languages. That was one of the things I liked about learning Japanese. Put your favorite squiggle in chat, guys. We'll try and chuck it in. Here we go. Yeah, this is... I hope this prints well, because I am really happy with how it's coming across. Well, that one didn't look as good. When combined, it looks fine. And then we just need to add something small. Here. You know, I'm really, really tempted to, just, like, we've got this Daedric sort of looking, language here, and I'm just kind of tempted to make a smiley face over on this side. You know? Make it completely drawing. I think, though, I'll restrain myself and do that in the next one. The last rock lobster wizard hat. It does. It does. Okay, this is gonna be Pac-Man Ghost. This is to the untrained eye, this looks like magic symbols, but this is actually just explaining the rules of rock, lobster, wizard, whale, crab claw. A lot of people don't understand this game. It is a complicated game from the edge of time. It's like rock, paper, scissors. But you know, it's a 5-way version, and some people forget, rock may beat yeah, you have to well, it's not quantum, it is you've got to understand the ether, because Wizard Hat, it beats rock in most cases, but if somebody else is playing and they put a whale down while you've put Wizard Hat on somebody else's rock, it actually counters that way. What would normally be a tie, and ends up with the whale winning that in a 3-way one. When normally the whale would lose to the rock, and the Wizard Hat would win against rock. But when you chuck the whale in, and all 3 of them at the same time, then rock, paper, scissors, but you have to generate ball. Yeah. And this is the big warning to whatever happens to people that cheat. Oh, that actually looks really good. That So if we change our shading mode and we chop out, yeah, that's gonna be fun, like as a prop. When it comes after the spells, yes, that classic one. Um, okay. Back into edit mode, and we'll do something a bit faster on the other side. Ooh. You don't want it right on the edge. And like sort of trim close to the edge, but right on it is gonna get us in trouble. I mean, you don't usually wisdom tomes that have personalized edge. Ah, yes. I too remember the days of Marty's Meat Market. It was good. 2-for-1 deals. Samson's Crab Shack. Okay, let's see if we can do a whole, like a halfway squiggly line and see if that works. Okay. Go. I don't know if this one will 3D print so well. A little bit here. That one looks phoned in. If you invert the well, like the anti-Triforce. I mean, they're like evil menace in that like fictional universe is Ganondorf, and he's already part of the Triforce, right? Like he gets part of his Triforce stuff by default. Like Link has to earn his stuff. Ganondorf and Zelda just kind of like get it inherently. I don't have to do anything for it. Like, you, if you invert it, right, and you get the 3 upside down triangles, um, you then, like, is their version of Ganon, like, good? Is there, like, the yin to the yang? Right? Is that how we run it? Well, I mean, like, isn't it courage, leadership, and something else? Power? The power one's always, like, the evil one. Like, if you invert it, the power one's actually, like, the good one, and the courage one is the evil one. The courage to say, like, horrible things. I don't know. Oh boy, that didn't go well. There we go. I'm surprised at how much my streams are ending up talking about Nintendo games for somebody like me that never really talks about, never really played Nintendo games. Last time Elephant Mario kept coming up. I don't know if you know what that is. But well, I mean, oh, you don't know about Elephant Mario. I was unfortunate enough to learn from a grateful member of chat that's usually around. The uh, Nintendo decided to make an elephant version of Mario, and well, we know what Nintendo fans are like with Bowsette. And yeah. But now I have passed on that cursed knowledge to you. Oh, that's a bit too far down. We must all know the curse. Seems right to share a curse while we're, like, inscribing runes into the horrifying book. No. Don't make it worse. Oh, Mario. Elephant Mario, what good teeth you have. Alright, there we go. There's our. With how bushy his brow is, yeah, with his mustache. Yeah, there we go. We've got 2 books so far. We've got the normal one, that one, and we'll duplicate ourselves another one. And actually, I've got an idea. I will just. Looks incomprehensible. Perfect. Thank you. I'm just gonna switch over while I import some of my other stuff. One moment. Never mind. forget how difficult it is to import stuff into Blender from one of your previous Blender files. That would take too long. Don't want to leave it on the loading screen that long. I will do that in my spare time. Okay, let's get ourselves some cutting tools. Thank you, Duxel. Yep, going for a magic circle looking thing. So that'll be a like basic circle, and we'll duplicate that out for future stuff. But what we can do, we can scale this little circle down. We can rotate it by 180. Scale it down a bit more. And like clip it through here like a stamp. And then we'll come to here, Control D, and yeah, and we want to make that a fast difference. Oh boy, not what I was hoping it would do. There we go. Have I heard of you? No, I have not. Ah, weird. Normally that, like, when you do that, you don't get, like, a full hole. Like, X 90 degrees. 180. Put back around. Up it down. Normally we get like there you go. Okay, there we go. There it is. It was just kind of in a wrong place. Now we got a nice circle stamp. When I'm like, where is my depression? I didn't ask for this hole. So what we can do, we want to put this up here, and now we have two, right, turn off the X mirroring on that. Now we have two holes. But, we don't really want two holes. This one. Apply this. Apply the mirror first. Apply that one. Now we don't need this anymore. Tab in, K, and now we can stop making our horrible smiley face. Let's go. This is gonna be a real horrible smiley face. Oh no. Yeah, let's make it crazy. It's supposed to be magical. Yeah. That didn't quite land. There we go. That should be sufficiently crazy enough. So silly. There we go. It's an evil face. And now I've just added the Ultramarines glyph, I guess. Well, this symbol of Avacyn if you play too much MTG. Ah, I like that one, but I clicked the wrong button. 日本の中、日本の中は何？デプレッションの感じの、いや、大きい、勘違いして。ごめん、その、大きな穴がある。ああ。本の中には、何本の中にはね、すごくの悪い顔ですね。Hail, how's it going? Glad you could join us. We are making a yeah, this is whatever stream. You can Ashino Amoy. Yeah. This is just like messing around, making some weird stuff. We are making some spell books. So for 3D printing, I made a weird face. Great. So now we're just continuing to write weird looking symbols in it so that we can print them off and have some cool looking open spellbooks. The goal at the end of this is to have some cool props for like a potion lab or an alchemist lab. Supposed to carve the pumpkins. If you want, we can make a pumpkin as well. That could be fun. I'm not sure how. I'm thinking flask next. Like a potion vial or flask. That seems like it'd be easy to make, right? Oh, so Playerphone, I don't know if you saw before, but we just inscribed the rules to rock, paper, scissors. Sorry, is this one again? Oh, a cauldron, yeah, obviously. Rock, wizard, ah. Anyway, I can't even remember. It was a whole bit. I'll have to go back through the chat logs. Rock, lobster, wizard hat, and whale. There we go. And then crab claw. 5-way rock, paper, scissors. It was funnier when it happened. So how have you been, by the way? How's everybody doing in stream? We got cauldron as one of the things we need to do, and some potion vials, which is good. Yeah, that's good to hear. Kind of sad this wasn't the face I made. That looks like such a better face in there. I'm doing alright. I wish I could find some good music to stream, put in the background. But other than that, doing fine. Been fun. Some people have started downloading the closed cover books created for these. So, pretty happy. And I've checked that up on Cults 3D, which means people are gonna be using these for like D&D adventures. Or Warhammer proxies, or well, not Warhammer proxies, but like kit bashing, like magical spell books and stuff on. Neat. Where's the Beethoven? Um, Beethoven's currently decomposing. So I don't know if any of his music will be very good at the moment. Sounds like heresy. Yeah, I started playing Thousand Suns, so got big into a need for magic books. And here we are. Although, that being said, I recently picked up the Age of Sigmar line, which is like the fantasy but not fantasy. And wow, Stormcast Eternal is much more fun than Space Marines in terms of like personality and banter and everything. So, guess we could try and make grass as well. Laughing. Alright, I think that looks fine. I'm glad you enjoyed my terrible joke. Yay, let me know quickly. Are you guys more interested in seeing a cauldron being made or a bunch of potion vials first? I'll line these books up. Alright, potion vial it is. Let's go. I think we go with a cylinder first. And then try our luck from here. I've never made a vial before, so. We'll make like the lip of the potion vial there. Cauldron is intrinsic magical properties. Homes are often enchanted for later transferal. Could you ostensibly put the books in the cauldron? I mean, if you're playing like D&D or something, magical items are basically nearly impossible to destroy, right? Potion of Scroll Fireball. No. No, that's awful. Now I'm just making what looks like a beaker, aren't I? I mean, putting a potion, like, I guess you could make alchemical ingredients out of. But that looks like a. That honestly looks a lot better like a potion bottle than I thought it would. The lip's a bit too big. Thoughts on the effects of carving faces on the pages of an enchanted book? No comment on my behalf. I have no say in what you do to your own. Ugh. What you want to do to your enchanted books stays between you and the enchantment table. And possibly whatever mage is walking by telling you about how they thought they were right about their theory. Oh. You think it affects the mood? Stored magic. Oh, come on. Nobody believes in mood magic. Like mood lighting. A myth. Joking. Mood lighting's a thing. Scroll of happy fireball. Ooh. Ray of depressed bolt. Penitive wish. We could have. Let's duplicate that and stop messing around with it. Scroll of intense fireball. Mildly agitated counterspell. Is that when the counterspell itself is mildly agitated, or the people whose spell is being countered? Because I can tell you, them only being minorly agitated is pretty good. That's a positive, right? Tell me, does that look like it's a cork? That makes it look a little bit more like a cork in it. Find that around an Australian hat. No, the scroll you read was mildly agitated. Could be a little bit more David, yeah. But why would you have a wide lip if you've got a cork? Well, you know, for when you need to cork the bottle, right? Like when you plug it in, right? That not how, you know, potions work? Just like put a cork in it. You're not using it. Save a little bit for later. Maybe we try it with a smaller lip. Yeah, sure. That works. I hope I don't get banned for, you know, showing my cork on stream. Okay, that was a bad joke. Let's move on. For tiny little bird bath for tiny magical birds. Oh, that could be a good connection. Could do that over here. Don't look at me like that, Eternal. I think we could add some fun symbols onto the side of these. Yeah, if we turn that around, could add something on. A little badge or something. I feel really bad now. We were having fun and banter and I ruined it. We were talking about tiny little birds. And then everything went silent. Narrow ones look like alto wine. Yeah, they do, kinda. Take that as a compliment. Assuming you're meaning, uh, like from Skyrim, Oblivion. I just kind of built a Stargate, didn't I? Inside of this wine bottle. Some dwarven looking wine. Okay, I think we got some potion bottles. I guess we could make other stuff. We could use an actual sphere one at the bottom. And like make it rounded. More rounded. What a great way to round it out. Puddle jumpers at the ready, yep. About to get sloshed, those puddle jumpers, though. I think I remember hearing it somewhere that if you put the right intonation on anything, you can make it sound like a euphemism for getting drunk. And getting straight puddled sounds like like that. Like, oh man, somebody was talking about pillared. I don't know where I heard about it. It's like, oh man, I got pillared last night. Like, meaning like I got drunk, whatever. And puddled sounds like it could work that way as well. Hear about John? He got straight puddle jumped. Although puddle jumped sounds like something that you get in a back alley and don't have much. Using any noun as a verb, it was, yeah. I think that one looks nice. I gotta get. How do I pronounce that? Mollusk. Gotta get molluskule. Okay. Anything else we want to do with this? I get scraped mollusked. Cub stomped, puddle jumped, have similar energies. Make it look like this one has a little top hat. There we go. And straight bottled. I think that's enough potion bottles. Really easy, fun to make, and I made way too many with. I mean, curbed is another. So you're saying a cauldron? This is gonna be interesting. I think we can use this to start with. We want to make it big. Do we want to make it more round? We might actually want to start with a new cylinder. Actually might be better if we start off with a sphere and then just like cut it to form. You get what I mean? Okay, Jocket Rumped sounds like it doesn't sound like a thing for getting drunk. So, I think a cauldron, you need to make it like, you go for the like classic witch's cauldron look, right? No, that's still too high up. Oh. Uh, that's no moon. Come back on. Uh, and there's no like, yeah, there's probably, just gotta quickly reply to a message. Okay, and we're back. We don't want it to be too bad to print. I think that should be good for the bowl part of the cauldron. We just want to add some like handlebars and some legs. So we'll just do a good old cylinder. Did that. The Y by 90 degrees. Get it up. Get it ready. Shrink it down a little. Think. Wanna do the good old cheesy trick. Adding a nice mirror modifier. This one, give it the mirror object. Oh boy, I should have been naming these. Yeah. Well, I. Nice. The worst thing about that was when you wrote it, I read the I, the beginning, the first position, as as like war was about to, and I caught myself. You caught that, did you? Dang. No escaping that sight. ourselves an interesting looking handlebar. Scale. I think we just actually want to scale them a bit bigger, because those will be kinda tiny, to be honest. Like little handle bits. Aye aye, Cotton. I hear you. Actually, scale everything X and just like add wider. There we go, we got a little cauldron. A little bit small. Scaling the X. There we go. Now we need some legs for the cauldron. Wonder if just adding cylinders at it. And we also give this one a mirror modifier. X, Y. Give it 4 legs. Here we go. This is a really janky looking cauldron. Not gonna lie. Gotta have the like weird bent stuff to be like a proper witch's cauldron, right? It's kind of how it rolls. I want that to be as close to flat as possible. So I wonder. Check. Oh, I can't seem to take rotation. Edge that. But that looks about fine. Yeah, now we got a cauldron. Probably the legs a bit more apart, give it some space. There we go. So we got books, potions, cauldrons, some sort of ashtray, I guess. Dinner bowl. Probably make like a decanter or something like that. Guess we can make like a shelf. that works well. Ashtray for the magic pipe. Ah, yes, the one that Gandalf was so fond of using. We'll make a bookshelf. I think that's the next step, right? Something for putting all these items together on. That was fast. Make sure we put it down on the Z item axis only. We'll be a bit more disciplined now. Add in a collection. Pull it all over to the collection. Pull this shelf. What do you think he saved? Alright. Why do you think he saved the Shire? Well, you know, there's many reasons to save the Shire. Mostly because the Shire's a supplier, right? I don't think 4 is a nice look for it, so rotate that. Tiny. Use that as the basis for the backboard. That not lining up perfectly. What we want the shelf to look like. Do we want it to have that sort of backboard? Like that's like a really simple shelf we can chuck stuff up on. Maybe the new collection. Well, a good old shelf. Yes, shelf 1. Grab these cubes, duplicate them. And we'll pop them into that other shelf. And hide it for a little bit as we focus on this one. Yeah, I think that just kind of works as a shelf. Like, no jokes. Just a shelf. We can put stuff on it. Shelf. prove that you can put things on the shelf, I shall put this vase on the shelf. And then proceeds to fail to put vase on shelf. There we go. Okay. That shelf is boring, though. Make a better shelf. Blackjack. Plus ramenを作りに行きました。あ、疲れ。Pumpkin on the shelf? I mean, we could make a pumpkin on the shelf. Wait, did you come back from making ramen, or did you... Or are you hitting to go make ramen? I'm trying to think what to do with this. Like... Quick, everybody, give me some names of shelves. Oh man, potion shelves look really cool if you Google them. But they're also, like, the stuff that sells it is just all the potions on it. Otherwise, they're just, like, normal looking shelves. Dang. Elf on the shelf. Yeah, I think we just keep the one that we have. Fine. It'll do. I keep elf skull on the shelf. Oh, okay, skull. Ooh, that's actually kind of hard. Can I instead simply give you guys a monkey head on the shelf? Doesn't look so happy to be on the shelf. Dagger, oh, that's a good idea, yeah. I think I kanji no furigana o. Wizard called bath salts. Yeah, I was gonna make the the anti-elf person happy and make this monkey's ears pointy. Like, there you go, it's an elf on the shelf. uh, uh, okay. A dagger is actually kind of a cool idea. Let's make some more stuff to chuck on the shelf. Start with a cube. Turn it into a dagger. Want it to be long. That was kanji for Gambara. Thank you. Wasn't expect. Wow, I love Cube. I know. I love Cube too. It is great. It is the best. Cube is always listening. Cube knows. Cube knows all. Praise be unto the Cube. Certainly hope it is a merciful Cube. There we go. It's got a pointy end. Cube is love. Cube is life. Cubes have layers. So what I'm hearing is we just put a cube on the shelf, right? Or is that shelf too not good enough for our cube? I have a layers question. Oh no. Oh no, we're getting into cube magic. The active player doesn't do anything, the cube resolves. Does Ogre subtype have them? Oh god. Does Ogre subtype have layers of complexity? Praise be unto the cube. So we've gone from cube loving to ogre loving. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what we're about now? Do I need to simply get ogre myself? handle a bit smaller. Stretchy a bit. That looks like a dagger, right? Ogres have reminded me candles. Oh, candles, right. Whoa, that was so much whiplash. I didn't. I forgot we were even talking about things to put on the game. I got caught up in this making a dagger and talking about ogres, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what do candles have to do with this? But now I know, thank you. Candles have everything to do with this. Cool. That is now a good old dagger. It's yeah, candles. Ooh, how did? But how did ogres remind you of candles? Yeah, I want to know about that. Or is this just part of the love? It will start with a cylinder. Why is it always so far away, the 3D object? Yeah, what? Oh, oh no. Oh god, I wish I hadn't asked. From that scene. Yeah, I understand why you were reluctant to initially tell us that. Kuma-san wa shorfu ga shelf ga why do I not keep closing? Translate. Here's the problem with streaming. シェルフが忘れてしまいますね。うん、そうです。そして、なんか、突然に日本語が全然忘れてしまいましたので。ああ私はそのただの作り方を集中してるので。 Tylenol. Trying hard to make a candle that'll look good at. If only real life came with Furigana. Well, you know. We'd need to take this into sculpting. Oh boy. And we want to add like a bubbling sort of. Good. We want to strength radius down even further. Blob it out. And candles might have been too ambitious for my current skill set for low poly. So, I don't think we've done too bad here. Got enough stuff to kind of show off, like, looks neat. We added shadows in. Fine. I think the book looks the best. One time I was out camping with my dad and he asked me to translate. A second. The hot thing is fucking my my view of that thing. Vanilla ice cream. Oh. Ah, yes. It's good old vanilla. Vanilla ice baby, too cold. I think that candle looks fine. Maybe we get another one down a little. Get another one of those. Get halfway through and then get disappointed. Yeah. That's what happens when you're translating stuff into your own language. Like, oh. I guess it was just what I thought it was. Sure, that could look like fire if you paint it correctly. Now I've got vanilla ice stuck in my head. Now that the body is jumping, face kicked in, quick to the point, no faking. Granite MCs like a pound of bacon. Burn them. 5.0. Growing up, my sisters were obsessed with that song on SingStar 80s. That's dating me. That is. Would I say I'm under pressure? Well, yeah. Um, Streaming, and then people are putting kanji in the chat that I should know, but I don't remember, especially like Gumbare. So used to seeing the RE after that, but like not seeing it there, uh, made me completely forget what it was. Like I'm being quizzed. I think we can make a like cooler sword as well. Maybe we can make some like cool runes and stuff and use what we've learned in the books. And we can make like a big sword with like cool runes and stuff in it. How does that sound? And we can make it from the holy cube. As soon as I find out where that cube get made from. I think cool magical like rune carved sword sounds like fun. Do it. Thank you, Autumn. You're welcome, Autumn. I think I will separate the blade out into its own thing. What about other platonic solids? What about them? They want to keep our relation strictly platonic. They could go. That was, I mean, they might be solid friends, but like, think and I underrated joke. I did get what the joke. I didn't just assume that was on the affirmative. Where is it? Come on, I need to make the loop cut. There we go. Want the middle bit to be a bit flat. I think maybe I should use a mirror for this until I have finished sculpting the sword properly. Might have done that a bit too zealously. There we go. Okay, that's a bit better. Now we can add the modifier. now we don't need to worry about like uneven sides and extend it all out, mess around with things, you know. Kuroneko ga Black Cat? What about Kuroneko? Oh, no. To the side. Yeah, there we go. If that cat blocks everything off and then into the cauldron, we're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to make it a broadsword for this to work. This is not looking very sword-light. I'll strain your familiars. I'll make sure they're all familiar with the code of conduct. I think that should be fine. Why do we call them witches when you could... And when you coven cold in the... Yeah, I need to swap my chat because the little hot icon keeps covering it. Why do they call them witches when you oven cold in the food and coven out hot eat the food? I think that just broke my brain. I assume that was a pun on oven, but... And coven, but... My brain just refused to allow me to understand that properly. Okay, there we go. It's a great sword. It's kind of a chubby one. Is that looking long enough for a miniature sword? I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's a decent sword. Ah, thanks. It's a great sword you've got there. Well, you know, that is what... I'm not one to brag, but I have a pretty great sword. It's, in fact, it's made out of several cubes. Longer, even longer? Okay. Okay. There we go. Is that long enough for you? I'm gonna get banned after this. Long little QB. Looking a little QB. Like QB. Uh. Oi, oi, none of that. Hmm. Hey, yo, go. So sad and a half. Hey, yo, girl. You know what they call me in Germany? They call me the Zweihander. I'm gonna make it a little more cool and edgy looking because we're gonna check in some runes and whatnot at the end. I think that looks good. I don't know why there's so much Z fighting in there. Ah, that's why. Been moved to the edge entirely. Clay. Oh, that's a good one. Gladius, more like glad he isn't us. Am I right, fellas? Oh, you're not the. Don't worry about degenerating the stream. We learned the other day about Elephant Mario. I don't think anything could get worse than that knowledge, at least so far. Auto mode ruining my life. All right, give me a moment. I will see if I can. No, I cannot edit it while it's in. Oh, can I jump into my community? There we go. You are now free. Go what? Hey. Go nuts. To VTuber say so was never on the option table. I tried. I really did. I took a break for like maybe half a month. What? There you go, chat. I have disabled the auto moderator. Go nuts. Try not to get me banned. I will re-enable it after this stream, or if weird people start to abuse it. I don't like it when you say that a malicious grin intensifies. You're gonna make me regret my decisions, aren't you? Like, more than I currently am. That's looking like a great sword. Time to disgorge my search. No. No, nobody wants that in a public setting. I think we'll add a pommel at the end. Let's add a pommel now. And then we can start carving weird stuff into it. Pommel. You know, the big round thing at the end. Let's use a quick shot. Message retracted. No. No. The world must see what you've done. What it's created. Move this all the way back off there. We go. I want to dissolve the vertices. I think that should be good. Balloons could be a bit longer, I think. Hey. That pommel might be a bit too big. Let's shrink it down a little. That looks fine, right? That's a great sword. It's a great sword. You're saying these could be a bit longer, right, chat? A little, catches. There we go, it's all wonky now. See what you made me do? Maybe might be right there. The key with mini stuff is to exaggerate it. I Oh no, he's played full. What can you do? Does remind me of one of my favorite quotes. You know, put two and two together and it came out IV. Things were all coming up Millhouse. Oh, screwed. No, we can't handle that. Get that out of here. We need to be real in this chat. I think we can. Apply these modifiers. And then join that. Object called. Rename that. Oh boy. Rename that. Sword. And duplicate our sword. Come in. Little K. So proportions looking good. Thank you. Couldn't have done it without you, chat. Especially not with. Not sure of the scale at present. It's alright. When you do miniature stuff, the scale always looks kind of wrong. Gotta remember you're exaggerating stuff. Like, certain details need to be much bigger than they actually are. That it reads right at a tiny scale. Keep right-clicking when I don't mean to. No, I mean in comparison to the shelving units. Oh, this is a great sword. That's just a normal shelf. It all makes sense, right? Like, Alas, the sword was. Look, sometimes you lose sight of the things you were supposed to do, and that's okay, because it wasn't a great idea anyway. We made the sword too great for the shelf it was designed for. That's okay. That just means we need to make an even better shelf. By doing this, we perpetually strive to make ourselves stronger, better, faster, wielding even more gigantic swords and furniture. Feel free to put your favorite squiggles in chat, and I will do my best to replicate them. You know that poetic kanji? Which one in particular? You know what? Let's just put a love heart in this sword. That'll be our little secret. There's actually love in this demon blade. It was made up one. I mean, all of them are technically made up. All of languages. But if there's a specific new one that's been made up, no, I do not know. We found the demon blade. We found love in the demon blade. We found love in the demon blade. See, I told you, it's a great sword. It has love, like all great swords. And I just realized the thing that might make this whole process faster. I just make these ones all individually. And then, like, click them and put them all down. Like you have a ping, like. Good point. Need to get some sort of Discord going at some point. Oh, do the sick S from high school? How do you even do that again? I'm gonna need to look it up, but yeah, I know exactly the one. Beautiful. Uh, Maybe we can duplicate this and make a bit more of a. Yeah, I think if we do it like leaning on its side, we can. I wanna that way. Both this needs to drop down here. We don't want to make it too obvious that that's what we've done. And into the middle, and then down, and then back up here. Oh boy, this is yeah, this tool is not might not be the one for that S symbol, I'm afraid. Unless I was doing it wrong. Start from bit at the bottom. Around here. Come back up to there. Yeah, no, it's. We might not have enough space to do it. We'll try one more time. Let's go. Yeah, one more time. Because I just realized I messed that up at the start. Here, in. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Sorry. What's my semblance? Coherency. I have a semblance of coherency. People think I'm coherent, but I'm actually just rambling, and it's my power. But elemental symbols, perhaps a tongue of flame. Yeah, I'm having trouble getting anything to look right with this tool. I'll have to look up better ways to do this. We could do like a really bad cat. Oh, I was happy with that cat. Why did I? There we go. Could do like a little. Ah, they're all just crab claws. This is the crab blade for crab claws. We may have made this too long. We have made this sword too great. It's too powerful for us. We are but mere mortals. The presence of the sword. that the Dark Souls 3 like time for crab. I mean, Dark Souls 4 could at this point just be Return to Crab, right? Carcinogenization is a thing, right? Everything, or cancerization, whatever it's called. Everything just slowly turns into crab. Nothing this universe can do about it. As crabs are the true eldritch horror. Sadly, there will be not not be a DS5. Or it's alright. I'm sure Souls fans will find something else to obsess about that FromSoft makes. Even if they won't give, not all of them will give Armored Core a go. There'd be even more crab content. Yeah, there would. You don't include crab spawn games. I think there's a game on Steam at the moment called Crab Victory. It's just a roguelike shooter based on that Dancing Crab Island meme. Is that what you mean by Crab Souls? Sorry if I sound a bit crabby about Dark Souls. One of these days I'll finish one of those games. Crab really, really, really Armored Core. Yeah. You're not wrong. It does make sense if they were unhappy with the amount of crab in, I mean, Armored Core was one of their original uh games, right? Like they made Armored Core before they even started doing like anything like Dice style. But yeah, just to like it's blade carving. Yeah. They return to their roots. Gigantic metal roots. Original IP. Yeah, there's a surprising number of games that FromSoft have done that have like very similar stylings to the Souls series that gave them their name on the map, but didn't quite have the formula all there. There's even some fantasy ones as well. Or ridiculous. Ah, crap. I love it. Beautiful. We're almost there. Almost got this half of the sword. sufficiently crabbed. I don't get Kingsfield. Sorry. We're done. We can finally do the final bit. Get all of this. It's one side. Just there we go. There we go. Previous IP. There's Fantasy Metroidvania that like killing its players. Yeah. From Software is nothing if not unforgiving in their games design. I'm glad you agree with its greatness. The ones in the middle. Have they always been doing that? Oh, we've managed to cross over the middle one before and it didn't do that. What's going on now? I know it. Hmm. is going on here with this? Like, I guess it's not really an issue. Oh, that'd be why. Ugh. Ah, weird. Is that not the case? Further up. Oh. Ah. Not actually sure what I'm supposed to do about that. Sword was otherwise looking really cool. And when I tried to mend the mirror stuff, I obviously haven't pulled these far enough apart at this point. They didn't clip. They left this core in the sword and merge properly. What I can do is undo all of the X and that didn't work. Alright, well, the face should have worked. Okay, that worked. Oh, that was a worry. Uh, okay, we're good. Now we should be okay to do this goofiness. Beautiful. Never didn't have it. Never did not have it. Runestick sword, 6 sword, level 3. Beautiful. I think that looks pretty good. Now we got one last thing to do to end off the stream. Cheers. Duplicate this one. Gonna make sure to go through and delete those faces. And delete the original. And add a a jewel-encrusted spear sword. Oh no, that's just pointing out how didn't line up the handle correctly. Oh no. It's fine, it's fine. One will notice. Doesn't bother me. Bothers me a lot. Alright, well, thank you all for coming. I think I'm going to daddle. And we can have one last look at all the assets. Potion shop. It's the other protonic solids we were talking about. Yeah, it is. Yeah. We got our shelf. I don't think we're gonna need the monkey there anymore. It's got a dagger on it. We got a couple of great swords. Got some potions. Yeah. Have a good one, everyone.